thank you so very much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. It is early in the morning. I have been up for some time. I've done tomorrow's forecast. I'm about to air the daily forecast for this morning over on my YouTube channel, but I thought I would get on this morning and do the unboxing of this small mini deck that we have. This was voted on over on the Patreon channel. This will be the mini deck that we'll use throughout 2021 for not only the yearlies that I'll be working on today and through this week for all of the signs for your yearly forecasts, but also for the monthly forecast for each of the signs in the Taroscopes. I like to work with the mini decks because they all fit in the frame when I put out 6 cards, so we can kind of look at it as a complete layout versus, sorry, my dog's snoring in the background, versus the bigger cards. They don't necessarily all fit within the frame as well. So I've kind of become a little bit addicted to mini decks for these bigger spreads when I want to look at everything all on one screen, if that makes sense. So this was a deck that was sent to me by a viewer a while back. I've had it for some time. It was on my wish list, on my Amazon wish list, and I'm trying to remember if Kristen sent it or Andrea. I know it was one of the two of them, but thank you to both of you, because I know that both of you guys have supported the channel, and I know it was one of the two of you that sent this. So thank you so very, very much. I've been holding on to it for some time because we worked with the Harmonious Tarot all through 2020, although 2020 wasn't very harmonious. But now this is the one that's won over on the Patreon channel, and it's the Tarot of the Pagan Cat. The artist or author is, and I bear with me if I mispronounce these, it's Magdelina Messina, and the artwork is by Lola Airaghi, Airaghi. I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but that's who did it. And then it's published by Lo Scarabeo, who did, and I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. They're a publishing house that also did the Harmonious Tarot. They do a lot of little mini decks, and I just think they're great. So let's open it up. This is the one side of the box. We've got like what I think is probably the star card there. I'm not sure what this is. It could be the Magician because I see a pentacle, a sword. Well, I don't know. This, like you guys tell me, this is giving me Magician vibes because we've got sword, wand, cup, and pentacle, and then maybe this is the Magician. But this is also giving me a little bit of Hierophant vibes, a little bit of Devil vibes. So I don't know. I think that might be the Magician. And then this to me looks like possibly the Two of Cups. These little whore cats getting ready to get down to Pound Town. All right, so let's open this up and see what's going on with this deck. And then later today, guys, I am going to be, shit, plastic. Should I open this box ahead of time? So they're wrapped in plastic, and it comes with a little guidebook, which this is pretty standard for Lo Scarabeo, and that's how it's pronounced or printed. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it comes with a little book. Box is pretty self-explanatory. Let's get these unlocked, and we can plastic, and we can look at them. So what was I going to say? Can't remember now. I will be doing some of the forecasts for the 2021 starting this morning. Ideally, I would like to get to like maybe at least 3 of them today. I don't know if I'm going to group them by element, like by fire, earth, air, water, or if I'm just going to do them in order the 12 houses of the horoscope, or not 12 houses, but the 12 signs. We'll see. I'm kind of thinking maybe do them by element. That way I stay sort of in the fire element, in the earth element, because the energy, I think, kind of dovetails nicely, but we'll see. So with this, there's no real description, but there's always a couple of, cards that just are like title pages, I guess you would call it. And Lo Scarabeo, I don't know how well I'm holding this into the screen, I believe is a Italian company. I'm assuming, because they always have different language in the books, in the little instruction books. So this is the back design, which I love of the card. I love the purple, I love the moons, I love the hairless cat. We also just got done working with the Grimalkin, so I think this is kind of cool that this is what won. So let's just go through some of these and see. We've got the Fool. My cat looks a little like high on speed, but that's okay. El Loco, it's called. They call it El Loco, which is like the crazy. That's funny. Oh, this is the Magician. So that must be the devil, maybe? What is that card? It's interesting. That card does not look very fearsome like a devil. This is the Magician. And make sure there's none stuck there. We've got the High Priestess. I love it. The Secrets of the Black Cat. I hope you guys can see this pretty well. I'm sorry about the shadows. We've got the Empress. What is that behind her head? She's got all of her baby kittens in front of her. We've got the Emperor. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Lorraine. I like the colors. Oh, it is the Hierophant. Okay, I called it. I knew it was like either the Hierophant or possibly the devil with these two kittens here, sort of at his feet. So this is the Hierophant. El Papa. The Lovers. Oh, isn't that sweet? I love the color scheme of these. They're very happy and bright. The Chariot. Oh, two peacocks. That's an interesting choice. I don't know. I hope you guys can see it well. On this new platform that I'm using, the screen is much smaller, so I can't tell how well you guys can see these designs. Plus, I'm also blind. The Strength card. I believe this is the first Strength card I've seen that doesn't have a lion in it. Well, no, that's a lie, because the Harmonious Tarot doesn't have a lion. It has a dragon. The Hermit. I love this. This is my tarot year this year is going to be the Hermit, number 9. Or 10. Wait. Yeah, no, it's technically 9 because the Fool is 0. So I was like, wait, there's 10 cards up there. What is going on? This is 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, sorry, guys. So this will be the deck that we'll use for the next 12 months of monthlies. I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, if you don't enjoy it or you have an issue with it, please feel free to sign up to the Patreon page and you can vote depending on the levels that you choose. You have to go into the higher levels of subscription to be able to vote, but you get to choose every month the deck that we use for the daily forecast and also for the monthlies, like this deck got chosen. The Justice card, this is beautiful. This is the cat that's on the back of the deck. I love it. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy. I like that he's hanging from the curtains, very cat-like. We have the Death card. La Muerte. We have Temperance. Wait, why is Temperance coming after the Death card? Well, I'm sorry. I was thinking of the Tower. Never mind. I was like, wait, because this is kind of giving me Star vibes. And I was like, wait, is this the Star card? The way she's pouring the water. And I was like, Star comes after the Tower. Are these out of order? Oh, here's the Devil. Oh, that's kind of kinky. Look at these cats are dressed up like weird rabbits, like sexual rabbits. That's really strange. Interesting. El Diablo. Get it. Here's the Tower. Everybody's favorite card that nobody wants to see. These are cute. I kind of like these. They're sort of like, as far as pagan cats, they're not dark by any means, but they're dark enough. Like that Devil card is pretty creepy. The Tower's kind of good. This is the Star. Stretch that back out. They feel nice as far as the slickness. They're not too slippery, and they're also not too, what's the word? Matte, but they are small. They can be a little complicated to shuffle, but I've gotten used to it with the Harmonious Tarot. So I just like them because you can look, you can put up almost the entire major arcana to look at on the block without it being too crowded. The Moon. This is also, actually, I believe this is Cancer energy. The Sun. So they do get a little bit complicated. And then Judgment. Oh, I like that card too. That's really cool. It's kind of a little bit dark, but I like it. And then we've got the World, which is the end of the major arcana. So I like to take you guys all the way through the major arcana. That's sort of the new thing that I'm going to do. And then we'll just look at some random cards. I'm going to clear these off one moment. Also, if you guys wait until this is fully uploaded after I've gone live, I will have a link to the deck on my Amazon Associates link, so that if you decide to buy it for yourself, Amazon will cut me a small percentage of the sale. And each deck is different, so it's not a flat rate, but I get a little bit like $1 or something, maybe 80 cents or whatever, but it's another way of supporting the channel. So let's look here. We've got the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful. I love it. Again, that is the Two of Cups, so we were right about that. So funny how you can tell like certain Three of Cups. Let's party. Let's get those grapes down. Let's play. Let's skip through some of the cups now. Let's go to, oh, that's kind of pretty, the Ten of Cups. Not beautiful. I love the use of rainbows in this deck. It's kind of a little bit of a gay kitty deck. So the knaves are your pages, and then so that's the knave of chalices, which has got the traditional fish in the cup. And then let's go past some of these. There's an ace, there's a 2. Let's go to the Four of Pentacles, right? We'll do the Four of Pentacles. Sorry, let me get there, that's better light. Okay. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Oh, these poor kitties need to get in that church. It's cold out. And the Six of Pentacles. And then let's go to the, we'll go to the Knight of Pentacles to look at that. It's the Knight of Pentacles. That's one, Mr. Slow moving energy, and he doesn't look like he really wants to move the face on that cat. All right, so let's go. These are really beautiful, though, I have to say. All right, so now we're into Wands. This is the Ace of Wands. And then let's go to the Seven of Wands. We're just going to skip through because I don't want to go through this entire deck. So Seven of Wands. Leave that cat alone, bitch! The Eight of Wands. That's beautiful. Oh, I love how he's sitting in like a circle of stones. That's cool. And then the Nine of Wands. Very cool. And the Ten of Wands. And then let's go to the Queen of Wands. This is our Queen of Wands. She's teaching her little baby, a little black cat. All that sun power that she's got going on. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. And then let's just do some quintessentials. The Three of Swords. Famous card. Everybody knows the Three of Swords by that heart with the 3 swords in it. We'll do the Seven of Swords, the liar, cheater, stealer. And we'll do the Nine of Swords because I love the Nine of Swords too, even though it's not like a really welcome card in any sort of reading, but I like to see how it's represented because it's so iconic. So that's your Nine of Swords. That's actually a rather pleasant Nine of Swords, if you ask me. It doesn't evoke sort of the stressed out nightmares that you see in most traditional decks, but that's your nightmare card. Okay. And actually, that's not a bad Ten of Swords either. Ten of Swords usually evokes that sort of like moment with all those swords in that man's back. This is just in your bed. But still, it's a beautiful Ten of Swords, I think. So let's look at, oh, I love the Knight of Swords there. That's beautiful on the white owl. And then we're going to look at the King of Swords. Here we go. Hey, King of Swords. Rey de Espadas. Awesome. And then this is another title card, and that was for the Strength card, right? So that's included in the deck. All right, so we always do this before we end an unboxing. If you want to sort of ask a question, you can certainly hold a question in your mind, something that doesn't need too specific of an answer, maybe a yes/no answer if you feel so inclined. I'm going to shuffle the deck and see what people might need to know who watch this video. It's a little mini reading for anybody who views this video. Yeah, these are stiff. These are going to need to be broken in for sure, but I'm excited to work with this deck. It should be good. What do people need to know? So does anybody have any ideas? Do they want to see me do the groupings by element or just in order from Aries to Pisces? There's 3 of you watching, so for the yearlies for 2021, do you guys want to see them go by grouping by element, like all the fire signs together, or do you want to see me go Aries through Pisces, starting with Aries and moving my way through the zodiac for the 2021 forecast? All are out in the chat. Hey, Sue. Lisa says by sign over on YouTube. Do I have any other votes? Speaking of pagan cats, there's Sven in the background. He just made an appearance. All right, here is your card for this video. Let's see what we need to know. No, the way that I would do it, Sue, is I would do it by either grouping. So I would start with the fires because Aries is the first sign, right? So I would do it by groupings of Aries, Leo, Sag, and then down the line, or I would do it Aries through Pisces 1, 2, 3, 4, like by the zodiac. All right, so here's our card. Oh, interesting, because I kind of like this card. This is the Judgment card. Judgment is Scorpio energy, right? And when I look at this is a really interesting design to me because it feels sort of dark and bleak, which I don't feel like Judgment is a dark card. I feel like Judgment is sort of the truth that always comes out at some point in time, right? So if some of you had a certain question about, like, say, a yes or no answer or a situation that you're asking about, I would say that if anything, this says be patient, wait, the answers will come, the truth will come out. Whatever you're seeking shall be found. Just give it a moment. Trust in it. I also feel like whatever questions maybe some of you have asked, or those of you that watch this later may ask as you're like formulating your question, the question would be significant because this is major arcana. This is the Judgment card. But I would also say too, when we're looking at, like, let me put this here so you guys can better see it, hopefully. Well, it kind of falls down, but what I would say here is kind of trust your own knowledge is sort of what I get from this Judgment card also, and I'll show you why. It's sort of falling down underneath here, but let me show you. My hand's gonna cause a shadow. We have this cup here, we also have this cauldron, and then we have this book with the sword, or the, what I would consider like a sword. So to me, it's like this cat is doing his sort of paganistic studies, educating himself. All of these plants speak to that sort of growth energy, right? Or that awareness and growth, sort of self-care to me. It gives me that vibe. But then we have this constellation cat, right? That sort of represents spirit, or what I would depict as kind of the angel in this card. So spirit is kind of also answering us in the darkness when I look at this card. So when we ask the questions, we have to also be ready and willing to receive the answer. And I feel like that's sort of what the Judgment card is asking us today is whatever you've asked or whatever it is you seek guidance on, be sort of receptive to the answers coming in whatever way. And while you're waiting, or while you're sort of staying in this state of reception, be mindful of sort of self-care, trusting one's own instincts, educating oneself, or continuing to sort of stay in your own intelligence. Does that make sense? That is your answer today. I don't know if that's a specific yes or no answer, but I feel like more needs to be revealed when the Judgment card shows up. It's not like Judgment always lets us know that something will be revealed, certainly in due course, and it will be significant, but there might be some patience involved with this one. So there you go. What does it say? CST, blame a girl for trying. Or can't. Oh, can't. No, I'm not blaming you. It's fine, Sue. I was just trying to say that I'm going to do it in a, I was trying to decide if I was going to do it by grouping or by signs. So it appears as though people want me to go by signs. So that's fine. I'll probably do that then. I'll just start with Aries and work my way through the zodiac. I'm going to try and get as many done as possible. With the 2021 forecast, they're a bit longer because I'm going to do 12 cards in each sign. So it can be kind of a longer read. They're probably, if I remember correctly, last year's videos were about, I think, like 45 minutes to an hour for each sign. So I don't know how many I'll get done in a day, but I'm going to try. No, these are tiny cards, dear. My hands aren't that giant. No, these are definitely mini decks. That's why I work with them on the yearlies and stuff, so that you can fit a bunch of cards on the screen all at once. Yeah, no, I'm not a giant, my dear. Hey, good morning, Lake. So Lake's got cast her vote for by sign 2 over on YouTube. The YouTubers want it by sign, so it looks like that might be the winning combination. Because even if it went by element, I would start with fire, because Aries is first, then Taurus, which would be earth, then air, then water, because that's how the order goes in the first 4 signs of the zodiac. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That is the tarot of the Pagan Cat. I am going to sign off now and go over and start up the video for today's forecast over on the YouTube channel. If you guys want to follow over to the YouTube channel and watch today's forecast, feel free to do so. And again, like I said, I will be going live throughout this week doing the forecasts for 2021. So keep an eye out for those. And your December forecasts are also up too over on the YouTube channel if you want to watch those. All right, have a great day, you guys, and thank you for tuning in. Please give this video a like, a share, whatever you feel it would need, and I will see you guys soon. All right, take care. Bye-bye.